The morning sun had barely touched the acacia trees when Zuberi rose from his sleeping mat, his muscles still aching from yesterday's training. His wife Amara stirred beside him, her eyes opening to meet his in that familiar way that always made his heart skip a beat, even after 15 years together. "Another dawn patrol," she whispered, reaching for his calloused hand. "The elders saw smoke signals from the northern hill," he replied, buckling his leather armor. "3 villages have already been raided this season. I won't let ours be the 4th. Amara sat up, her dark eyes reflecting the determination that had first drawn him to her all those years ago. She was no ordinary warrior's wife. She was the daughter of their previous chief, trained in both healing and combat. Respect earned in her own right. While other women might have begged their husbands to stay, she instead rose to help him prepare. As she helped him secure his shield, her fingers lingered on the intricate patterns she had burned into the hardwood years ago. Protection symbols passed down through generations of her family. "Remember what my father taught us," she said, her voice steady despite the concern in her eyes. "The strongest warrior is not the one who fights alone." The warmth of the rising sun painted their small hut in hues of amber and gold as Zuberi gathered his spears. Each one had been blessed by both their people's traditions, his father's prayers for accuracy carved into the shafts, her mother's healing herbs worked into the bindings. They were a testament to the union of their 2 clans, once rivals, now strengthened through their marriage. That evening, when drums echoed across the savannah warning of approaching raiders, it was Amara who first spotted the dust clouds on the horizon. As women and children rushed to the safety of the caves, she remained by Zuberi's side, gathering their warriors. Her knowledge of strategy, learned at her father's feet during countless councils, proved invaluable as they planned their defense. The battle that followed would be sung about for generations. Zuberi led the charge against the raiders, his voice rising above the clash of shields and spears. But it was Amara's carefully placed archers and clever use of the terrain that turned the tide. When a raider's blade found its way past Zuberi's defenses, it was Amara who fought her way to his side, her own spear moving like lightning in the fading light. As dawn broke the next morning, the raiders retreated, leaving behind their wounded and their pride. The village had held, but more importantly, its people had witnessed something remarkable. In those crucial moments, it wasn't just Zuberi's strength or Amara's wisdom that had saved them. It was their unity, their trust in each other, their love that had transformed them into something greater than either could have been alone. That evening, as Amara tended to Zuberi's wounds with gentle hands and ancient remedies, their people gathered to celebrate not just their victory, but the example their leaders had set. Young warriors watched in admiration as Zuberi publicly thanked his wife for her courage and wisdom, breaking with tradition to share his victory honors with her. Young women whispered among themselves, seeing in Amara a new kind of strength, one that didn't require choosing between being a warrior and being a wife. As the celebration fires burned low, Zuberi and Amara sat together, their shoulders touching, their hands intertwined. "My father once told me that a great warrior knows his greatest strength," Zuberi said softly, looking at their joined hands. "I didn't understand until I met you. You are my strength, Amara." She smiled, the firelight dancing in her eyes. "And you are mine, my warrior. Together we are unbreakable." The stars wheeled overhead as they sat in comfortable silence, their love and respect for each other a beacon for their people, a story that would be told around fires for generations to come. Not just of a great warrior, but of 2 souls who found in each other the perfect balance of strength and wisdom, courage and love. Years later, when young warriors would ask Zuberi the secret to his legendary victories, he would simply smile and look to Amara, knowing that his greatest triumph had never been on any battlefield, but in winning the heart of a woman who made him not just a better warrior, but a better man.